Hey, welcome back to Dear Twin Flame. It's Saturday night, and I know I've been making a lot of videos lately, but I think this one was pretty well. It's not going to be the whole full thing, but I just wanted to get on really quick and say that I was wrong yesterday. So last night posted because I was having trouble sleeping and I was wide awake and you're on my mind, and I made the comment that it was like I was addicted to you. And after I said that, it kind of weighed really heavy on me, and because addictions are a bad thing and blah blah blah, and I kind of questioned why I thought that. And so it was a full moon last night, so I did some meditating, went outside, um, sat in the lawn in the dark, and just really meditated hard on it. And a whole bunch of things came up for me, which I'm in the process of journaling. So I'll share with them once I've um, have a um, clearer script on how to describe what I experienced. Um, but ultimately, the whole thing with twin flames is mirroring each other and reflecting and trying to hold personal space, rather than getting wrapped up in the other person's feelings and thoughts. And what I realized was I don't at all feel like you're an addiction. What I feel is very much a sense of completion when we're in each other's presence, and just full, or how do I say it? That doesn't sound strange, but just generally that, um, just like complete. And so once you have that feeling, it's extremely noticeable when it's gone again. So that's kind of the space I'm sitting in, for lack of a better explanation, I guess. And then also just questioning um, how I continue to find balance in my world, which, meditating last night and then really diving deep into my own self reflections today, um, I've achieved that balance again. Not that I can't have that balance in your presence. It's just it's overwhelming. So, but I just wanted to hop on and say I'm good. I'm fine. When it comes to that, when it comes to you and me and that connection, I am okay. I'm balanced and I am content, and at peace with it. So that's that. On the flip side, I've had a really crappy day because I found out that a friend of mine um has she was diagnosed with cancer 2 years ago, and she went through the whole chemo and everything and got a clean bill of health. And at the time, I didn't say anything because you don't want to rain on people's parades, but it just felt very clear to me that she hadn't beat it, and that we'd probably be losing her sooner than later, which I thought I dealt with, maybe because I allowed myself to be in denial that, well, she's getting a clean bill of health, so maybe everything's fine and I'm wrong. But I just found out today that she's not fine, and where before it was breast cancer, now it is throughout her whole body and attached to her spine, and there's no surgical solution. So she's doing chemo, but they've given her very little time, um, after all. So, and she has 4 girls, and the whole situation just makes my heart ache. And she just literally a month before she got her first diagnosis, she retired. So like she literally just retired, and this has been her life ever since. So 2 years now of dealing with cancer, and now being told the fight is not going to be won. So it's heartbreaking. It just sucks. I'm just watching so many friends, loved ones, finally getting to a place where they are allowing themselves to enjoy their lives, or willing to let themselves enjoy their life, and not sit in the rat race or sit in their, oh, I have to's, I guess, and then having that time cut short because life is a whim, right? And you don't know how much time you have. So anyway, it's just yet another one to add to the list of people. So there's that. It's been, anyway, so that was that. And then the rest of my day has been spent, well, worked out this morning and took the girls to swim practice in Otterville, of all the places, and walked again there. So I got a good 20K in today. So there's that. And then we went and blew all that on a random. So our coach lives in Tillsonburg, and of course we were in Otterville. And she's like, "Oh, I think I was trying to decide whether I go for crepes. There's a food truck gathering, I don't know, in some little nothing town." And so she's like, "Oh, I was gonna stop there and get crepes." And we all went, "Crepes? Let's go for crepes. Come on, we'll follow you." So she led the way, and a bunch of us, 3 carloads of people, followed her to the food truck convention in little village of nothingness, and we ate crepes. They were delicious, but they definitely weren't on the menu that we've been eating lately. So we're all kind of going, "Oh, stomachs hurt, but damn, they tasted good." So it was nice to get out and see people and just be out in the community and see all the just people gathering. It was a nice change. I missed that sense of community. Not that it was my community, but it was still nice to see. Yeah, what else happened? Oh, it wasn't today, but it's been over the last 30 days, 3 days maybe. I keep getting hit on by strange men. I don't even know. The first one was this guy. He's like 75 years old, and he was telling me how his last girlfriend didn't like his dogs because she didn't like all the hair, and that because I had a golden retriever, we'd be a good fit. And he has a boat. In a matter of 5 minutes, the guy told me how old he was, that he'd had a girlfriend recently. She didn't like dogs because they were too hairy, that I would be a good fit because I had a dog and understood the hair issue. He had a boat. And what else did I learn? There was like a list. In 5 minutes, he shared all that. It was crazy, and I couldn't get out of there fast enough. The only reason I was even remotely close to him was I was trying to throw dog poop away, and he was standing next to the dumpster. What the heck? And then I was walking the dog in town here, and this guy, I walked by the fire department or fire station in like just down the road from my house, and he comes out and he's like, "I see you walking a lot." I was like, "Yeah, we do it every day." And he's like, "Oh, was it your daughters that brought us cookies?" And I was like, "Yeah, they do that they do a community outreach where they give kindness cookies around to the fire departments and the paramedics and whatever, what have you." He goes, "They were really good. We really appreciate them." And I was like, "Oh, that's good. They'll be happy to hear that." Because that it's really nice. You know, we appreciate when people show their appreciation. It makes us feel like, you know, the community sees us. And I was like, well, you're welcome, I guess, you know. And he's like, so I was wondering, a bunch of us are going out for karaoke on Sunday night, and we're wondering if you'd like to join us. I'm like, what? Yeah, so there's that. And then I had a friend who I haven't seen in a really long time and texted me, and he's like, I'm gonna be back in Goderich if you want to meet up. Bunch of us are going out, and I thought, oh, it'll be nice to see old friends, and that would be really cool. I don't know, I have to check my schedule and when I have to pick up my son from work and all this stuff. So I was talking to one of the group of people who I assumed we would be hanging out with, and he's like, and he's saying, what are you talking about? He goes, we're out of town. And I was like, oh, well, so and so said that people were hanging out. And he's like, no, he knows we're not going to be around. And I was like, oh, well, who else would he be hanging out with? He's like, nobody. I was like, that's strange. He's like, not really. He's been trying to get you to go out with him for a while. And I was like, so he's misleading me and telling me that I'm going to be going out with a group of friends and it's only going to be him. Well, I'm glad I can't make it. And he's like, you might want to let him know. I was like, I didn't think I had to say anything because I thought he was going out with a group of people. Anyway, so I texted the other guy back, the first guy back, and was like, yeah, I'm not coming. He's like, oh, that's too bad. We'll miss you. Like he was hanging out with all these people and he's not. Such a liar. Anyway, so yeah, strange interactions with men in my world. So anyway, this is my excitement and this is what I'm sharing. Anyway, I'm going to journal out because I had a lot of things come up in my meditation. Stuff for you, stuff for me. But I just thought I'd let you know that I'm not addicted to you. Maybe you're addicted to me. Until next time, dear twin flame, I send you all my love for all my life. Good night.